it's like that little tongue for me, you know? Like I wouldn't be able to capture that little tongue if he knew I was taking a photo, you know what I mean? This baby, y'all, was so cool, calm, and collected, like not a wham, not a anywhere. It's almost like he knew he looked too damn good to even do anything like that. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl, Sierra. And I am back with another Style Sunday video. So today I wanted to again go through some photos that I have been taking around New York City. And in case you didn't see my last video, I'm gonna link it up in the cards. But I talk about my journey, my approach to street style photography. First off, I do it all on my iPhone and I capture people off guard. In the last video, some of you guys had some comments saying that I should, you know, tell people what I'm doing and maybe they won't be weirded out by me taking their photo. But the whole reason why I don't let people know that I'm taking their photo is because I like to catch people sneezing and I like to catch people, I don't know, digging in their nose. I just like to capture those types of moments. I think that seeing photos like those are more inspiring than seeing someone actually posing for a photo, because you get to actually see people living and doing what they do in these looks. And this is my Instagram in case any of you guys want to follow me there. Typically, I post the photos that I take literally right after I take them. So if you want to see these photos in real time, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. With that being said, it got me to thinking that I actually do ask some of these people to take their photo. Or sometimes I get that people will send the photos that I took to the actual people on their Instagram, and then they be like, oh, this is me. And then, yeah, I get to have conversations with them like that. So yeah, with that being said, these are photos that I have taken in New York City where somehow or another, these people knew that I took their photo. Before we get into the photos though, be sure to give this video a like if you like this segment. I would really appreciate it. So the first look that I wanted to get into is actually my coworker friend, Angel. And this was a night where we all went out to a party. It was a very fun night. And this is what he wore. And for a jacket, he is actually wearing a Kooples jacket. He loves Kooples. I wasn't too familiar with Kooples, but he got me more interested in the brand. I didn't know that they carry things like this. But yeah, it's a classic little single-breasted coat that he has over his head, and it makes him look so innocent with his little green eyes. And then for a sweater, he's wearing a thrifted sweater, which I'm also really obsessed with. It's a cable knit Little John. Why I say John like I'm from Philadelphia? And then for bottoms, he is actually wearing Sune jeans. And Sune is like an Italian like streetwear brand. And they are known for like their stripes. That's like one of their signatures. And as you guys can see on the bottom of his cuffs, he has the Sune stripes. One on one leg, the stripes are lighter. Anyway, these jeans, they're just so dope, mainly because of the details. They have pockets that you can stick your hand in, like here, but then they also have a pocket here, which I thought was like so cool. So I'm like, wow, they're actually functional and cool looking as well. So, and then for his shoes, I believe those are also the Kooples. Although he knew I was taking his photo, it still, I feel like, captured his essence a little bit. And then get into my other coworker friend who I have a lot of respect for. He actually gave me my first ever job in New York City. And yeah, he's super cool. He has really great style. In this look, he is wearing a Acne blazer, a little Marnie little graphic tee, which I keep trying to get him to sell me to this day. And this t-shirt is like hand painted, I believe, and it has like boobs on the front of it. And I thought it was really cool that he brought in this like fun tee with this like otherwise like more formal look. But that t-shirt, I feel like, just made it more party appropriate, which is where we were going, to a party. This is also a photo where he kind of knew I would take his photo, but like not really. He was like in mid-conversation. It's like that little tongue for me, you know? Like I wouldn't be able to capture that little tongue if he knew I was taking a photo, you know what I mean? I think this is like my favorite style photo. It's like catching someone in mid like thought or mid conversation, because it just captures so much emotion. And then getting into this look right here. So this guy didn't know that I took his photo, but after having dinner and a couple glasses of wine on my way out, I'm like, dude, I really love this sweater. Like, who is this sweater? And then he told me that it was actually by Sterling Ruby, which Sterling Ruby is someone who I've actually always wanted to own a piece by, but his pieces are just so freaking expensive. And he also makes like sculptural type pieces. Anyway, this guy, I ended up finding out he works with Sterling Ruby, and he's also like a sneaker designer. I think he designs like new, is it Reeboks, and I'll link his Instagram up here somewhere. But anyway, he's a really cool guy, and he was really nice. And I told him, like, I took a photo of you, just so you know. It was a cool little interaction. Next photo is this guy that I seen on the street, and he just had just such a vibrant aura about him, and I just wasn't afraid to ask him to take his photo. I seen him, and he had such a nice little smile, and I'm like, oh my God, I love your sweater. Can I take a photo of it? And he was just like, yeah. I remember him being foreign too, like he had a little accent. But anyway, I'm like, where did you get this sweater from? Like, I'm thinking he finna say Acne or I don't know, something like that. But then he told me that his wife's sister actually knitted the sweater by hand, which I thought was so freaking dope. It's nothing more special than a piece made by hand, obviously, and also a person that will wear it with confidence like this guy. Then this guy here, I seen right outside my work actually, and I literally peeked my head out like, oh my God, I love your jacket. Can I take a photo of it? And he's like, yeah, sure. Again, he had such a good vibe about him. And I remember the coat that he is wearing is actually Burberry. I believe it was like Porsum, which is Burberry's like runway collection. And yeah, I loved like the shirling. It was shirling all throughout the arms, everything. And as you guys can see, he was wearing the Rick Owens little Converse, which I actually passed up on getting because I was just like, they were ugly. But seeing people style them around New York City makes me definitely want a pair. I think that they're still like available out there to purchase, so yeah, still contemplating on that. And also I really like how he paired the brown bag with this look. I feel like brown and black is a color combo that is not worn enough, especially seeing that they're both, you know, neutral tones. And then with the little hat, is bringing in this like Peaky Blinders little aspect that I really like. Then getting into this guy right here, he again did not know I was taking his photo, and I didn't let him know I took his photo even after having a conversation with him. But we happened to have gotten off at the same stop, and I just asked him like, what is this freaking coat? Because the coat was just so dope. Again, it was like all in the details, and I just had to know. And the coat he's wearing is actually in the Millimeter. Even the briefcase that he had was just so dope. It was in like this really grainy looking leather, and like looked super like worn and beat up, and in like the best way ever. Oh, and then this is probably my most favorite duo ever. It's just like, I think it was his son. I don't know, I didn't ask him. But anyway, I was just like, oh my God, I have to get a photo. So I'm like, I asked him like, yo, can I take your photo? And again, he was super nice about it. He was like, yeah, sure. And I took like a couple of them too. I just love how they are both like coordinating. I'm pretty sure they are like a father and son duo. But anyway, this baby y'all was so cool, calm, and collected. Like not a wham, not a ink anywhere. It's almost like he knew he looked too damn good to even do anything like that. Then getting into this one guy who I actually wasn't gonna let him know that I took his photo, but I just had to know which Yeezy these was, and I don't even remember, but I remember the details. He was super freaking nice. He actually told me that he had bought these sneakers for his friend, but his friend didn't want them, so I think he had took them back. But he was telling me how they like glow in the dark, and I love the freaking cape. I love the movement of the cape, and I thought it was just like a really cool little street style look. And then getting into this little couple right here, I just thought that they were so freaking cool. They were also in the store that I work at, and I was talking to them, and they were just like super nice. And I'm like, can I take your photo outside? And they're like, yeah, sure. Actually, the sweater that he's wearing is like the Raf Simons sweater. And it's funny because I seen that sweater on Essence, and I'm just like, who could ever actually wear this? But this guy was literally probably like 6'3" or something like that. And as you guys can see, the sleeves are like super long. So I always thought that this sweater was like not a functional looking sweater, but he's wearing it in a very functional looking way. And I feel like to wear this sweater, you probably do have to be as tall as him. Otherwise, like the sleeves are just gonna get in your ketchup. You can just tell that he just really has fun with fashion. I love the colors, everything about this look. Also, his wife coat was just sick. Then getting into this girl, man. Oh, she was so cold. And I didn't even have to let her know that I was gonna take her photo, because I could have definitely took her photo without her knowing. But anyway, she just had this cool ass vibe about her that I had to be like, yo, you are cool. Like I had to let her know that. She was smoking a little cigarette, and I'm like, can I take your photo? And she actually posed for this photo slightly, but it was in a way that was just so effortless. She probably is like a model or something like that. And yeah, I don't know what she was wearing specifically, but does this not give you Matrix vibes? And then last but not least, it was this lady here, who again, I could have took a photo without her knowing too, but she was wearing pink and she had purple hair, and you could just tell that she had a vibrant personality. I captured her literally being like, sure. I just love the pink plaid jumpsuit with the pink little sneakers. I love the commitment to this look first and foremost, like the commitment to pink, most importantly. And again, pink is not a color that I typically would gravitate towards, but seeing this look, it just made me smile, and I just had to let her know that it made me smile. So that actually sums up all of the looks that I actually captured where people know in some way or another. Oh, no. Then, hold on, I actually took this look last night, and y'all was like, I know him. This little Rick Owens look right here. Honestly, I see like people wearing Rick heads all the time, but it usually be like a brand new pair of Ramones, or you know, just like pristine looking Rick. And for me, I love seeing people wear Rick where the Rick, I don't know, the sneaker is a little bit dirty, or you know, the top is a little bit dingy. He is wearing a very beat up, dirty pair of Ramones. But yeah, I took this photo and like literally like 5 or 6 people like was like, I know this guy. And somebody actually sent it to him, and he actually DM'd me like, those are fake. And I'm like, these is not fake. And I actually went to the profile and I'm like, wait, this is you. So he was obviously joking. But yeah, he's like, yeah, like people sent me this photo. So that was a cool little interaction, because otherwise I wouldn't have known him, and yeah, we wouldn't have had that interaction, and I wouldn't have found such a dope freaking person to follow. So yeah, we now follow each other on Instagram. I'll link his Instagram up here because his content is actually really fire. And yeah, he and his girlfriend, I believe, are like really heavy into Rick. All right, y'all, so that actually sums up all of the photos that I took where people knew I was taking their photo. If you like this video, again, be sure to give this video a like. Follow me on Instagram to see this content as soon as it is actually posted, which is usually on my Instagram story, not usually, always on my Instagram story. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.